Spoiler alert, the EP I just reviewed by The Wind Covenant had to have been the rangiest metal album I think I've done in over a month, if not this year. To be frank, I wonder how many metal fans out there can actually handle this. Let's see how it went. Terry here again, guiding metal music heroes like you to music you want. Are you up for a bunch of new metal music to collect right now? Well, stick around. In less than 7 minutes, I'll get you 4 new Extreme albums to add to your collection. If you like what is here on the list, FMR is for you because I review, analyze, and break down the newest Extreme releases from my weekly charts so you get the best new metal every day. Hiraeth, I hope I got that right. The EP by The Wind Covenant is the band's newest album, up for a fresh, full metal review. Let's get to it, break it down. I open the band's app page and I see that there are 5 strong-sounding tracks totaling 17 minutes. The album cover artwork here, as you can see, it's pretty classy with some sedate colors, but what's on the inside? We're going to find out pretty quick. It has very standard fonts, and who wouldn't be curious, right? Thanks to the artist here. They classified themselves in Apple Music as metal. Between that rating, the album cover artwork, and the song titles, and a quick sound check, I'm going to visualize something heavy. My genre description before I start the review, it's going to be metalcore or new metal. We'll see if that changes in the end during my actual reveal. Track 1 opens hot, heavy, and super loud, and impossibly flows into an absolutely beautiful ballad and then into fire again, like I've never heard before. And it's freaking cool. It is. Track 2 has a similar style. The breakdown is monster vocals, blazing gent-style guitars, thunderous bass guitar, rangy, punchy drums. Everything feels like a locomotive into a bed of flowers. Track 3 transitions from soft to pure fire and energy. How they do this is beyond me. It is so big and it's wicked. Next, track 4 is insanely rangy. Again, the gent style is deep and crushing, then into super calm melodies and harmonies. The drummer, by the way, at least on this track, well, for the entire album, I would guess, is absolutely gifted. Okay, track 5 is bananas with a range and massive attack that I've never heard of before, from up to down. It's almost hard to swallow, but I think I'm up to it. This stuff here, it goes from gorgeous to grind in the drop of a hat. Matter of fact, the whole album did. My summary here is that this album was almost psychedelic feeling, and I have to recommend that you stream it for yourself because the musicianship here is inhuman. It's like it goes from Bieber to brutal instantly, meant in a good way. Recording and sound quality was professional, clean, and full from top to bottom. It had a more raw feeling, production, and musical quality. I rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo as immense at a level 9 intensity range, while the harmonies and melodies were the same thing. It was very high at a level 8 of presence here in this album as well. The lyrical theme I find is, I'm thinking love and death. Becoming a mainstream or radio act here is, to be frank, who knows? The range, flow, and layout of the album is very tight. The tracks are arranged meticulously. I describe the vocals as dreamy to demonic fry in like flipping a coin. The guitar work was massive, intense, rangy, while the bass section was brutally big. Finally, the drums and percussion performance was astounding. Overall, the energy and intensity was like Soft Kitty to Wrecking Machine massive. They remind me of Spirit Box's Heaviest meets Harry Styles. Sorry about all of the back and forth stuff there. I'm going to rate the temperature as a mix of hot and cold put together, dark and light tonality feel, and the overall color or colors I personally described as black and white. And yeah, it's all in one space. The general feeling I had during this session was quite electric. It led me to give this album a seismic reading of a range of 3.1 to 8.5 on my Richter scale. Soft to massive, and I'm going to at least have to listen to it one more time to make sense of it, I think. In summary, my predictions from earlier were, well, I did say metalcore, but finally I reveal that my personal official genre description, I'm going to remain with metalcore, but there's something more in there. I feel like there's a lot of gent work, and when I looked at the official bio, it says, listen to this. Okay, I've never heard of this before. Gentcore. Okay, which means that it makes sense, but who would have known? Apparently, gent is not a genre, but they are going to probably try and make gent into a genre. So my favorite tracks, all about equal, but 4 and 5 were aggressive standouts. And finally, yes, I'm going to add it into my library, then remove it, and then add it again, then remove it, and then add it again, just to see if it comes out different the next time. And lastly, you know what? We're at the end here, but my reviews don't do these bands justice. Please stream and experience this album for yourself. That is it for another episode of FMR, and I'm going to dig into my treasure chest and pull out something more sensible. Okay, so I'm going to give you a recommendation of Abominable Presence of Blight by Acrid Death, just for you. That's a little thanks for coming out tonight. And the last time during episode 77, I reviewed Archaic Flame by Before the Dawn, and I added The Process of Human Decay by Repentance from my secret stash at the end. That's your 4 albums, about 7 minutes there. By the way, check out that last episode for the full scoop and results and stream them for yourself to see if these 2 are for you as well. And that's it. Lastly, please remember you have the power to support all metal artists. Stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of FMR. Please hit that subscribe button, set up your notifications so you get your new albums here first. Cheers, everybody. Have a good night.